So,
Hello.
basically, we were chatting in the other voice channel. People were like, we should. Well, actually, no. I think I was the one that suggested that. I was like, oh, we had a podcast. And people were like, we had a podcast? And I was like, yeah, we had a podcast. And
We
then I
did
was
have a
talking
podcast.
about how
And then we had the
the
podcast.
podcast. And then I always regretted that I didn't record that one time. We had a great chat where you were telling me for about an hour why a podcast doesn't make sense. And so, yeah. So that's why I've now created this thing, this recording booth, and we can have impromptu sessions. And
Oh, I see.
I've set up, after much technical difficulty,
After much technical difficulty.
Yes, yes. Apparently, it was very painful to listen to because I was doing this in the primary voice channel, and they said like, yeah, it sounded like listening to an old person trying to understand technology. So the space mom, space grandma thing is a real thing. See, I don't just role play it. So
Okay. All right.
But
All right.
anyway-
Well, but so what you've set up is on your side. You're recording the output of this somehow, and
yeah, and I'm excited.
plan
So this
plan
is
to
gonna,
edit it, or
no, I don't plan to edit this. I plan to just upload this, and this is going to be our announcement video. That there will just be random impromptu podcasts. I don't know. You don't need to host it. It'll just be whomever. See?
wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So basically, you've lured me into a trap. I've been podcast trapped.
Yes, you've been podcast trapped. Oh, yeah,
Wow.
pod trapped. I don't know. We'll have to workshop the title.
I'm trapped in the pod.
Now the thing is, I mean, I can change the settings, I guess, of this booth so other people can't join you. But supposedly anybody could crash this right now. But
It's just a voice channel, right?
yeah, it is just a voice channel. So I guess I don't know. I don't want to make.
So I mean, and does it? Let's see. EC members, staff.
No,
active
it's just a
members.
it wasn't anything complicated. I just duplicated the brew continuum. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I need anything else for this announcement. I don't know.
So what are you using on your side for the purposes of recording?
Oh, I don't know if people are interested in that, but I'm using OBS because everything was very annoying. Audacity.
Oh no! See, you're already too worried about content. If you want it to be a freewheeling discussion, it's like improv. You don't say no.
Okay. So I'm using OBS, and yeah, it's all set up. I figured out a way so that OBS will output it as an MP3, and then yeah, we'll have some fun. But yeah, I'm excited. I don't want it to be too daunting. I think I was thinking about it.
We could also turn the voice transcript on if you want, and then it'll spit out the transcript of this with AI helpfulness into the chat channel.
You know, I was listening to a podcast on because I have an iPhone. I was using the Apple Podcast app, and I noticed that there was like a transcript option. I don't know if that's for all podcasts or like if they have to set that up themselves. But I thought that was
I
interesting.
would imagine if they're not AI generated, they're going to be janky. So I would think that that's going to be more curated. But
no, because there were misspellings. There were misspellings.
This is 118. We're not that curated.
No. What I'm saying is like the one that I saw, there were definitely misspellings of stuff. So I think it was AI generated. So I don't know. But anyway, I was thinking, yeah, if you divide it, like it could be 20 minutes of some general Star Trek topic, 20 minutes of some simming topic, and then, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes of viewer mail, something like that. Short, bite-sized episodes, right? I don't know if that's bite-sized, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think when it comes down to it, you find that that's actually a lot of work. And when it's freewheeling and it's not edited after the fact, it is a little challenging for the audience to listen along to because there's more natural pauses and digressions and strange silences over like a 40 to 60 minute period than I think you'd realize from just like, oh, it's not that long. We can just talk about stuff.
I understand. No, I understand. But let's see what else.
But you want to do it. But you want to do it anyway, is what you're telling me.
No, not that.
Like you understand these things, but you're ignoring them completely, and you want to just do.
What
this
is
thing.
that?
You heard
that
it
Arrested
first,
Development thing where they're like, where Tobias is like, oh yeah, no, it never works, but it might work for us.
But it might work this time.
It might work for us. But anyway, no, I was telling I won't name who it was, but somebody else was like, "Oh, I have a lot of experience and blah 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 blah," suggesting all this stuff, and I was like, "Well, I don't want to do any intro music. I don't want to do any preamble stuff. Like,
Okay, cool. Gonna make it just boring. We're just raw dogging it. Okay, all right.
You clicked on this episode because you wanted to learn what it's like to sim a salty.
Wait, if anyone out there is wondering what the early days of AM radio sounded like, it's this, ladies and gentlemen.
100%. Oh, but we did have a request. Since I was like, I don't want any of the, today's thing is sponsored by Squarespace. They were saying we should get Brian to do his little jingles, right? So there you go.
Okay, well, but I'm sorry, what am I doing a jingle for? I think I did a jingle for Square.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I did. Oh, right. 118 is sponsored by NordVPN.
Yes, exactly. And no, Betazoid Bob, Brew Continuum, all of the great,
Oh, sure.
Sponsors. Yeah. So, yeah. I think this will work.
Well, I'm glad you do.
All right, I think that's good. We'll cut it. Let's see how that works. Thanks.
Oh, okay. There you go, Val. Behold the Gorilla 118 podcast.
Exactly. You can catch
it's so real you don't even know it's happening.
Perfect.